for Ms. Agara. How can one identify the right communities, become an active part of them, and leverage it to build the relevant social capital?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Nim, for making me be a panelist here, and well done, IJ. Like they have identified, there are different communities around us, and when you say identify the right community, what do you mean by the right community? That's the key question. I think to address this, right could be what is the right community for what you're into at the moment, or what you aim to do. Just like she said, if you're in a particular field, I would use, say, event management, for instance, or you want to go into baking or food. That's a community on its own. So you identify the community, so the group of people in that industry. And something very key that Ms. Elizabeth mentioned today was volunteer. I think you cannot overemphasize volunteer work. It's very difficult sometimes to break into a community that's already set up. I'll use Nollywood, for example, or the media entertainment industry. I've always wanted to be an actress, and I come from a political background. And my dad believes that the Nigerian Nollywood industry is filled up with indecent girls or girls who have to sleep their way to get roles. I don't blame him, there's a bit of that. However, that's not the case entirely. But what is the case is how difficult it is to get in, okay? How hard it is to get a role. I recently came back from Lagos last night, and I met a couple of young ladies who were contesting for face of something. It was a beauty product. And they needed to get people to vote for them, and if you get the most votes or the amount of money, then you become the winner. So I read out the things that they stand to win, and there was a trip to Dubai, there was a Mercedes-Benz, there was 500,000 naira, and there was a key role in a Nollywood movie. So I said to the lady, how much have you raised so far? She said, I have about 7,000. I'm like, how much is that in amount? And it was almost the 500,000 she was going to get. I was like, well, so if you do all of this and you don't get to win, if that's just for 500,000 that you have kept for yourself, I mean, but you're struggling to be here. The amount of men in that hotel that were looking out how to get these girls' numbers, promising them votes to sleep with them, it was so sad. And then one of the ladies I asked her, I said, what if you're not a good actress? But one of the winning gifts is to be in a role. I'm a producer. I've produced a movie that is an African Magic, and I do auditions, and there's nothing worse than having someone who's a hopeless actress in a movie. But in Nollywood, if you sleep with the right people or you pay the right amount, you get the role. So I said to her, so she said to me, oh auntie, the real reason why I really want this is because I want to act. Not really all the other things. I said, so why don't you just go for auditions? She's like, it's very hard, you never get these things. And then I said to her, here's my number. I'm a producer. I have a movie coming up. If you live in Abuja, come for an audition. If you're good, you will get a role. She was so ecstatic. And it goes back to what Elizabeth said, women building women. I think the biggest issues women have, I'm sorry to say, it is true that some women tear women down. Let's not even lie about it. It is a fact. It is a fact. It's an unfortunate fact, but it's a fact. But also, like Elizabeth said, look around your circle. If the women there are not pulling you up, leave. You don't have to be in that circle. However, the real problem is the fact that there are not a lot of women in the top key positions of the places you want to get into. And unfortunately, the testy men who are in those positions tend to take advantage of women to get in. So what am I going to say here? Key takeaway is, how do you become an active part of this? You need to build yourself. I can't emphasize that. Build yourself. My dad would never let me be in anyone's movie because of his fears. but I saved and I shot my movie. I wrote a lot of letters to people to sponsor and I didn't get a penny. But guess what? I have a 9-to-5 job and a lot of other jobs, a mysterious entrepreneur. I saved for, give or take, 5 years. I kept asking how much it would cost and people kept giving me ridiculous amounts. I spent 10 million naira on my movie. Self-funded. I shot a big movie. It was in cinemas across Nigeria. I didn't have to speak to anyone. I didn't have to pay anybody. My movie's on African Magic. It's being bought this week by Ibaka TV. All by myself. So, yes, it might take some time. But be consistent. People love consistency. Be consistent. Reach out. Let me tell you one thing about me. I am a confident human being. I am not scared to talk to anybody, be the president of Nigeria. I'm not scared to walk into any office. I'm not scared to demand for anything. What's the worst that could happen? No, right? Exactly. So go on Instagram, go on LinkedIn, send messages. You'll be shocked. People reply. I get thousands of messages. I recently discovered the request button. Yeah, I didn't know about that. And one day I opened it and blood of Jesus. I had over 500 messages. It is crazy. But you'll be amazed at how you construct your icebreaker. I use the word icebreaker very carefully. If you're trying to reach out to someone you think you need, don't say hi and wait for me to say hi because I won't answer you. What am I doing with your hi? Don't say, my name is this, I want to be your friend. I probably don't want to be your friend. Hi, my name is Adora Stephanie Wodo. I'm in the entertainment industry. I have done ABC. I admire what you do, and I would love your assistance in ABC. Straight up. I have only 2 minutes to read your message. Either you get my attention or you don't. And when you get the attention you need, the sky will be your limit. So that's